Good morning, everyone. Whether you're just waking up or already out and about, thanks for joining us as we take a closer look at the ever-changing weather across the United Kingdom. Today is the 7th of September, 2025, and the UK's weather is about to take a dramatic turn. As we stand on the threshold between seasons, the atmosphere is gearing up for a noticeable shift that will affect daily life across the country. After a spell of calm, a more unsettled pattern is moving in, bringing a real mix of rain, wind, and the odd sunny spell. The skies that have been mostly tranquil are now set to become a canvas of fast-moving clouds and changing light. This shift is classic for the UK. As we move from late summer into early autumn, expect rapid changes. One moment you might be enjoying a warm breeze, and the next, reaching for your raincoat as showers sweep through. Low-pressure systems from the Atlantic are the main drivers, acting as weather factories churning out cloud, rain, and wind. These systems are like invisible engines, constantly shaping our weather and keeping forecasters on their toes. As these systems move east, they'll break up the settled weather, making for a much more dynamic outlook. The transition can be sudden, with clear skies giving way to gusty winds and showers in a matter of hours. Some days will be blustery and wet, others brighter, but the key is variability. So check the forecast before heading out. It's a time when packing both an umbrella and sunglasses isn't just wise, it's essential. The main story is a tug-of-war between wet, windy spells and brief, drier interludes. Coastal areas in particular may feel the full force of the wind, while inland regions could see more frequent changes between rain and sun. The impact will vary by region, with the west and north seeing the brunt, while some areas may catch a bit of late summer sun. If you're in the south or east, you might still enjoy some warm, bright afternoons before autumn truly settles in. Over the next scenes, we'll break down what to expect, region by region, so you can plan ahead. Whether you're commuting, planning a weekend getaway, or just curious about what's coming, we've got you covered. Let's dive into the details and see where you'll need your umbrella, and where you might just get away with sunglasses. Stay tuned as we explore the UK's weather shift in depth, helping you prepare for whatever the skies may bring. Let's talk rain, because across the UK it's about to become the main topic of conversation. The next several days are shaping up to be a real test for waterproofs and wellies, as the weather takes a dramatic turn. That's right, there's plenty of wet weather on the way, and it's not just a passing shower or two. We're looking at a sustained spell of rain, with some areas set to see relentless downpours. Moisture-laden Atlantic low-pressure systems are lining up, ready to sweep across the country. These systems will deliver heavy, persistent rain, especially to the west and north. Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and northwest England are all in the firing line for the wettest weather. The hills and mountains in these regions act like giant sponges, squeezing even more rain from the clouds. So, if you're in places like Glasgow, Belfast, Cardiff, or Manchester, it's wise to keep your waterproofs and umbrellas close at hand. There's little chance of staying dry. Expect steady soaking downpours that could make driving tricky, with surface water and reduced visibility. There's also a risk of thundery bursts, short, intense showers with thunder and lightning, mostly in the west, which could bring sudden, dramatic changes in conditions. In contrast, eastern and southeastern England will see a very different story. Here, showers will be lighter and more sporadic, with longer dry spells in between. London, Norwich, and Canterbury may dodge the worst of the rain, enjoying some welcome breaks in the weather. The further east you are, the drier you'll likely stay, as these weather systems lose much of their intensity while crossing the country. By the time the rain reaches the east, it's often just a few showers rather than a deluge. So, we're looking at a clear west-east divide. The west and north get thoroughly soaked, while the east and southeast fare much better, with only occasional interruptions from the rain. The UK's geography plays a big role in this pattern. Western hills and mountains take the brunt of the rain, acting as a barrier and sheltering the east from the worst of the weather. It's a classic case of geography shaping our daily lives. This west-to-east split will repeat over the coming days, so it's worth planning ahead, whether you're commuting, heading outdoors, or just trying to stay dry. If you're in the west, brace yourself for a thorough soaking. Persistent rain, puddles, and the occasional thunderstorm are all on the cards. In the east, keep an eye out for brief showers, but make the most of the longer dry spells and brighter skies when they appear. It's a classic British weather split, one that's sure to get everyone talking, comparing notes, and of course reaching for their umbrellas. Alongside the rain, strong winds are on the way. Atlantic lows will bring gusty southwesterlies, especially to exposed western coasts. Scotland, Wales, and southwest England could see gusts up to 50 miles per hour. These winds may disrupt travel, especially for high-sided vehicles and ferry services, so check ahead if you're traveling. Inland, it'll still feel blustery, with a fresh breeze making it feel cooler than the thermometer suggests. Expect gusts rather than constant wind, lulls followed by sudden blasts. The strongest winds will hit as weather fronts pass, then gradually ease. The west will feel the brunt, but everyone should brace for a blustery spell. Hold on to your hats, autumn's winds are here. Now, let's talk temperatures. Despite the unsettled weather, southwesterly winds will keep things mild for now. Highs of 18 or 19 degrees in the south, though cloud and rain will cap any warmth. The wind will add a chill, making it feel cooler than the numbers suggest. 17 degrees could feel more like 13 or 14 in the breeze. As the week progresses, a shift to northwesterly winds will bring cooler air, especially to the north, where highs may struggle above 12 or 13 degrees. Nights will turn distinctly autumnal, with clear spells allowing temperatures to drop into single digits, especially in rural areas. Expect morning mist and fog in sheltered spots after chilly nights. So, while not cold for September, the change will be noticeable. Layers are your friend. Watch for a dip in temperatures midweek, especially at night. Autumn's chill is creeping in. UK weather is all about contrasts, and this week is a textbook example. The West, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and Western England will see frequent rain and blustery winds, thanks to moist Atlantic air rising over hills and mountains. This orographic lift means persistent wet weather for the West, so waterproofs are a must. Meanwhile, the East and Southeast benefit from a rain shadow. Drier, brighter conditions as weather systems lose moisture crossing the country. East Anglia, Lincolnshire, and the Southeast can expect fewer showers and more dry spells. The week's defining feature, the further west and north, the wetter and windier. The further east and south, the drier and brighter. Your weather experience will depend on your location, so plan accordingly. The UK's split personality is on full display. It's not all gloom, there will be sunshine, especially in the east and south. These regions, sheltered from Atlantic systems, will see more broken cloud and longer sunny spells. East Anglia, the East Midlands, and the Southeast are your best bets. Expect a mix of sun and cloud with some days offering several hours of sunshine, making it feel pleasantly warm in sheltered spots. Even in the West, showery weather means occasional bright intervals. Watch for golden light and rainbows after the rain. The key? Be flexible and keep an eye on the radar. Sunny breaks can appear quickly. The brightest, longest spells will be in the east, but even the west will get moments of sun. Don't write off outdoor plans, just be ready to dodge a shower. Autumn's light is softer, but it can still lift your spirits. Sunshine is out there, you just have to catch it. Looking ahead, the unsettled theme is set to continue. The jet stream remains south of the UK, steering more Atlantic lows our way. Expect further bouts of wind and rain through mid-September. It won't be non-stop rain. Instead, we'll see a mix of wet, windy days and brighter, showery spells. The south and east will continue to see the best of any dry weather. There's a glimmer of hope. Some models hint at high pressure building later in September, which could bring a drier, sunnier spell, especially for England and Wales. For now though, plan for changeable conditions and keep your wardrobe ready for anything. Temperatures will hover around or just below average, no sign of a late heat wave. September will be classic British autumn waterproofs, jumpers and maybe sunglasses all needed. Make the most of the dry spells when they come. As September deepens, autumn's signs become unmistakable. Nights are longer, allowing more heat to escape. Expect rural lows in the single digits and the return of morning mist and fog, especially in valleys. Fog can make for tricky commutes, but usually clears once the sun rises. Sunshine now has a softer, golden quality and shadows are longer, even at midday. The sun's warmth is gentler but still pleasant in sheltered spots. Watch for the crispness in the morning air, your breath condensing and golden afternoon light, classic autumn hallmarks. The weather is shifting towards winter, but there's beauty in the transition. Embrace the season's changes and prepare for cooler, damper days. Autumn is here, enjoy its subtle transformations. Let's recap the essentials for the weeks ahead. As we transition into the heart of autumn, the weather is set to be quite dynamic. The UK is turning unsettled. Expect a mix of rain, wind, and the odd sunny spell. This means you should be prepared for sudden changes in weather conditions. The west and north will be wettest and windiest. These areas will see the brunt of the storms, with heavy rain and strong gusts. The east and southeast will be drier and brighter, but not immune to showers. Occasional rain can still make an appearance, so keep an umbrella handy. Temperatures start mild but will feel cooler in the wind, especially in exposed areas. It's a good idea to layer up to stay comfortable. With a dip midweek and chilly nights bringing mist and fog, visibility could be reduced during early mornings and late evenings. Prepare for changeable weather. Waterproofs for the west, sunglasses for the east, and layers for everyone. This way, you'll be ready for whatever the day brings. The long-range outlook is for continued unsettled weather with periods of rain and wind interspersed with brief sunny spells. But a drier spell may arrive later in the month, offering a welcome break from the wet conditions. Stay flexible, check the forecast regularly, and plan your activities around the weather to make the most of the good days, and make the most of sunny intervals. These moments can be perfect for outdoor activities or simply enjoying the autumn scenery. The UK's weather is unpredictable, often changing rapidly within a single day. But with the right prep, you can stay one step ahead. Keep your raincoat and scarf handy and always be ready for a quick change in plans. Enjoy the best of autumn, rainbows, golden light, and crisp mornings. These are the moments that make this season special. Whatever the weather brings, you'll be ready. Embrace the variety and make the most of each day. Stay safe and keep an eye on the skies. With a bit of preparation, you can enjoy all that autumn has to offer.